Peace, everyone. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Two British Nerds, hosted by myself, the DJ Sava. That's Cava. Remember, check me out on the Instagram at Two British Nerds. That's Two British Nerds with a Z at the end. That's also the same for my YouTube. My Twitter is at Cava DJ. Yeah, and that's basically it, guys. You get me? So with that being said, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there, regardless if you're single or not. Just remember to love yourself always, and things will manifest in your life. Have inner love, inner peace, inner balance, and things will manifest for you in accordance with your path and your journey. So remember that when you look in front of the mirror. Yes. So of course, I'm doing this podcast just because, well, I do it every week, but because I really wanted to review, and I'm itching to review, Deadpool. So, I finally watched it on the 10th. It came out early in the UK, which I was pretty happy because I realistically thought that it was out on the 12th of February for everybody out there, but we got it on the 10th for some reason. I think maybe because they filmed in the UK, I'm not too sure. But I wanted to basically review the film. But before that, I just wanted to basically just say, what was I going to say? Yes, regarding Funko Pop vinyls. There was a toy fair, I believe, and Funko released some really, really cool Funko Pops in their glass booths, and one of them was one of the pops that I was itching for them to do, and that's Doctor Strange, which they've done, Spider-Gwen, which they have done totally as well. They've done her as well, and they've done Captain Marvel. So one of the things is obviously we know Doctor Strange movie's coming out, Captain Marvel is coming out as well, the movie. Spider-Gwen, I take it they've done it because of obviously the hype to do with the comic book, and the fans really wanted a Gwen Stacy, I guess a Gwen Stacy pop vinyl. So what better way to do one than to basically do Spider-Gwen, which is Marvel's new ongoing comic book, which is available to pretty much buy as we speak. It has been renumbered due to the events of Secret Wars, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool book, so I'm really happy about that. They also released Suicide Squad. They look totally amazing. The Joker looks totally nuts. Harley Quinn looks crazy as well, and Deadshot looks pretty cool. They have the rest of the team there as well. They really had some nice, cool stuff in that booth. I'm in the UK, so I didn't have the pleasure of actually being there, but I saw the images and I was like, whoa, pretty cool stuff. What I was going to say to you guys is regarding these pop vinyls, man, they're going to go quick because, for example, Suicide Squad will be the first ones they've done. I'm only going to get Harley Quinn, the Joker, and I'm going to get Deadshot, which is Will Smith, and out of the Marvel ones, I'm getting all of them because I'm a big Doctor Strange fan. I love Doctor Strange. Spider-Gwen, I'm definitely gonna get her because I like her. I like the book, I guess. Captain Marvel, I'm getting her because she just looks sick, and it's the first ones they've done, so it's the first editions, guys. So remember that when they do first editions, they will sell. So get your pre-orders in and get yourself some Funko Pops. Mentioning regarding Funko Pops, I actually got one of the Daredevil, the Deadpool Funko Pop vinyls, which was just it was Deadpool with his two swords in his hand. They look pretty cool. I know there's actually a few more that they've done for the movie, but I've only got that one in the moment because I just thought, I haven't got a Deadpool pop and I really want it. So I went to Forbidden Planet and I saw it and I was like, cool, thank you. Where's the counter, please? I paid, and I was really happy. And saying that, actually yesterday I went to Forbidden Planet and I was looking for the first appearance of what do you call it, the first appearance of Deadpool, which I actually managed to get. But I actually got the reprint because that's when that was the one that I was actually after. So I've got it in my hand literally now. It's amazing, man. Like it's New Mutants. I love it, man. I love the artwork. It reminds me when I was young, in my younger days when I used to draw. Well, actually, I'm still drawing now, but I just love the artwork, man. It's amazing. I managed to cop that. I also managed to literally get a variant that was actually that I missed out on due to the fact that I didn't have any money at the time. So you know how Marvel Base have released their new number ones with the events of Secret Wars. So a lot of number ones came out. One of them was basically Captain Marvel, and the variant that I wanted to get when I couldn't get because I was broke. I know. Was the Adam Hughes variant, which literally looks amazing. So I went into Forbidden Planet yesterday, and I saw it. I just picked it up. It said £9.99. I copped it, and it was only when I got home it said RIP 1999 to 9.99 due to it being on the shelf too much. So it was damaged. But then I'm looking at it, right, and from what I can see, there is no damage apart from maybe there's a little line at the corner. But apart from that, guys, what can I say? The book artwork is the artwork is amazing, and I got it just for that. And I guess sorry, not I guess. It only cost me £9.99. Now I'm a perfectionist when I get my comic books. I know it has like I said, it has a little crease in the bottom corner, but for £9.99, you can't really go wrong. Plus, I'm gonna use it for my artwork, so something to have. And if another one does come back, I'll just buy another one. So I was happy to get them. Pretty happy. Yes, I am happy. I'm actually been very, very happy the last few days, man. Life is going good. I'm doing a lot of things I love to do, and I'm letting a lot of things, just bother me, I guess. So when I finish work, I do what I love to do, which is do podcasting, music. I DJ, I draw illustrations. So everything's going slowly, and I'm happy that I'm actually in the place that I'm in the place where I want to be. I'm happy that obviously, like I said a while ago, that Marvel actually spotlighted me in one of my articles that I did. So they were pretty, I got a shout out on Twitter, so I was very happy. So I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, guys, it's a journey, man. The journey is amazing. Keep on going. Don't give up, regardless of how many doors have been being closed. You will open the one eventually, even if it is right now the door is slightly open or quarterly open. It will manifest for you. So keep on, literally pushing. So yeah, some quick news for you guys. They're releasing the Ghostbusters trailer, I believe, next month on the 3rd. I'm not excited about the movie. I'm not gonna watch the movie. I don't think I'm even gonna talk about the movie because it's silly, man. It's silly. I doubt that movie will make any money. I doubt anybody will go to see it. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, it's they've got a whole female cast. Look, I'm not, like I said previously, I'm not fussed about females being in movies, but to reboot the cast, make them all female and have Chris Hemsworth as Janine the receptionist, it doesn't make any sense. And it's Ghostbusters. You can't really do another movie and reboot it. Just leave it alone. So the trailer's out next month, like I said, on the 3rd. So it's finally been confirmed that Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn, has just announced today that the script has been finished. I think he's finished drafting it. He's gonna add a bit more, and then we're gonna go to the next stages. So the film has been in limbo for a very long time. I'm looking forward to seeing Spawn because he's sort of like Deadpool. He's not a hero. He just wants to get back to his family, and he will do anything that he can do to get back to his family. But Spawn is a pretty cool character. He's dark. He literally is dark. I would love to see him team up with like Blade, Ghost Rider, Blade, Ghost Rider, and Spawn. Oh yes, pretty looking forward to that. If it does ever happen one day. But yeah. So with that being said, guys, I know I'm going to review the movie. But I want to speak about one comic book that literally just picked up for the week before we get into the review, and that is basically all new different Avengers. Written by literally Mr. Mark Quaid himself. Artist Mahood Asara, color artist Dave McCraig, and the original cover that's on the cover that I literally have in front of me right now. Oh, sorry guys, my Twitter's popping off. Sorry, I'm playing. It did actually. Is Alex Ross. So just so you guys are familiar with the team. Team is composed with Miss Marvel, Camilla Khan. We have Nova, the Vision, Ultimate Spider-Man, Iron Man. We got the Black Captain America, and we have Jane Foster as Thor. It's been a very, very interesting. This issue is very interesting. It's basically surrounded around the Vision. The Vision, it seems like he's starting to go a bit evilishly dark, and you kind of pick this up from the last two issues of all new different Avengers. I guess in this issue you kind of see what he's up to, what he's planning, and from what I can see, you see in this issue that he basically he wants to split up the team for some reason. Don't know what is up with the Vision or what he's doing, but he's not the Vision that that we all know and love. He's completely been different since, I believe, when Marvel released issue 0, where they had all snippets of, for example, all the different Avengers, the Ultimates, Uncanny Avengers, and they showed you pretty much like a preview on what's happening. Now, one of the things that did happen with the Vision, he purged all his emotions out. So I guess something's happened to him in that sense, where he's become a bit funny. But it's been this book is pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. Plus we also get to see the continuation of what happened from the last issue, where Jane Foster kissed Sam Wilson, Captain America, and she does it again here. So I'm assuming them two are having a thing. Or are they? You never know. But it is pretty cool to see what's going to happen next with these couples. What's really cool is about this issue is you get to see a lot of banter between the team. One of the things that happens is the Vision creates a situation of where he actually gets Miss Marvel not executed. He literally gets her removed from the team. So believe it's Iron Man. He tells her to go, and she runs out crying. And then she has a confrontation with Sam, who is Nova. So it's like the whole team is falling apart after just a few issues, and it seems like it's gonna get worse until people actually find out actually if they find out what the Vision is actually doing. Because right now nobody knows. But I like this book. I like the Avengers, I guess. For me, it's a book that I always collect. Just due to the fact that it's Avengers. I don't collect the Uncanny Avengers or any of that. It's just, I collect just the standard Avengers book because it's always been there. Regardless of what the storyline is, I will collect it. It's a diverse team. It's new, it's cool, it's hip. It's like, for me, I'll always collect also Uncanny X-Men. The only X-Men book I would read is Uncanny X-Men. But I like this book. I like the diversity. I like how it's playing out, and I like the banter between Miss Marvel and Nova. It's like, do they like each other? Don't they? We know what's happening. It's pretty amazing. It's a pretty amazing book. If you're an Avenger fan, and if you're not, I would really recommend this book because it starts off fresh from issue 1 with an all new team that everyone is aware of. And if you're not, you can get introduced to these characters so easily by reading the backlog of their histories. But I totally love this book. I like how the characters interact with themselves, with each other. Sorry, I just like the way Mark Waid writes it, and it's a very very short. It's a very very short read, but you get its information packed at once. But it's pretty cool to see how the Vision's actually working and how he's trying to for some reason really really trying to take out the Avengers team, and you're thinking, wow, what's wrong with him? What has he done? I guess we have to wait. Just like we have to wait for Jason Aaron to tell us why did Thor drop his hammer? Why is he unworthy? But it's pretty cool. But like I said, from what I can see, the whole team from this issue has been dismantled by the Vision. And I really want to find out. So it looks like it's going to be issue 6 to find out. So yes, that is my quick review of the Avengers, or all new different Avengers, which is available to cop right now. Right. Let's get into basically Deadpool. So I was so excited. I wanted my friend to watch it. Went to my playing guys. I went with my friend to actually watch this movie, and like I from seeing the viral videos, from seeing the fun that Ryan Reynolds has been having with this movie, with his Twitter posts, his Instagram posts, his viral video, which I believe one video, I think he had a Q&A session on Twitter, and someone asked him, did you keep anything? He goes, yeah, I kept I believe he said I kept the unicorn, and he goes, I kept the suit because they made me wait 10 years. He goes, I'm keeping the fucking suit. So it was pretty hilarious, and that is actually true, guys. The movie was in limbo for like 10 years. The last time we saw Deadpool was actually in Wolverine Origins, and that was, I didn't watch the movie, but I heard and saw snippets of Deadpool, and he was really it was so poor, man. Like, he was such a poor Deadpool. He did not look nothing like the person that we've seen in the comic books, or we've actually seen in this movie. Nothing whatsoever. But they made immense in this movie. And it was funny because, I was watching the Ryan Reynolds interview just about a few hours ago, I believe on Google Talk or Google Chat. And the interview is about 25 minutes long. And he was saying basically, how the movie was low. It was a low budget movie. It wasn't, the budget was low, but the team they had working made it look like it was a very high expensive movie, when it wasn't. It was really a low budget movie. And it's done very, very well. So if you guys want to see the rest of that video, because I'm not going to go into it, but he really goes into the movie, himself, and he takes a Q&A from the audience and stuff. But it's pretty cool, so check out the video if you can. I went into that movie, I went to the cinemas, and my friend was like, yeah, this movie can be censored. I was like, no, it's not. I was like, it's R-rated in the States, and in the UK, it's, I watched it, obviously, I'm in the UK, it's a certificate 15, so, he was like, yeah, can it be censored? And I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but it was very the F word was used. It was a very, very raw movie. It had sex. It had it was raw, uncut. It had sex, had violence. It was pretty raw for a 15 movie, and I loved it because, if you've all seen Deadpool and his persona and what he does and what he says, they could never restrict this movie to a PG-13 or a 12, because it would totally flop. It would totally be just a pile of garbage. I would be like, you can't, if you're a Deadpool fan, or you're not a Deadpool fan, but you've read the comics, you know what he's like, and you can't box him up in the PG-13 movie. So when I was hearing R-rated, I was like, because it was new to me, because I didn't understand what R-rated is. And when I searched it, I was like, whoa, okay, that's amazing, man. So the movie is, how can I say, it's insane. I mean, it's just an amazing movie. It's one of the best superhero movies that I've seen, and it's not a Marvel Studios movie. So it for me, the cast, the writers, the producers actually put a lot of time and love and passion into this movie to actually keep the substance true to the character, which they did in every scene, every fight scene, every movement, from the special effects to the music. It was totally insanely good. I mean, it was raw. It was like I was watching Blade One for the first time, with all the fight scenes, the blood, the swearing, and the violence. It was amazing. They keep the origin story in connection with the movie, so they don't backdate it to like they don't backdate you to an origin story for like half an hour, and then they go back into the movie. It's intertwined, it's interlinked with the current events of the movie. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're gonna have to watch the movie, because like I said, I will never spoil a movie for anyone until maybe a week after, or 2 weeks after, so everyone can actually get the time to see it. I don't do spoilers. I never do, and I never have, and I never will do. It is insanely. I mean, the kind of the comments they use. I mean, like the catchphrases, the dialogue, the one liners like "You're crazy" matches my crazy. Colossus, I ain't got time for your X-Men bullshit. It's just amazing. And like, what's funny, because what's funny in the movie is he knows he's in the movie. Just like if you read the Deadpool comics, he knows he's in a comic, and he starts bantering and just cussing and cursing at people. And like, they really kept him true to the character. And what a better person to do this will be. And it's Ryan Reynolds. He's hilariously funny, and you can tell he had a lot of fun, and he put a lot of time and effort and passion into this movie, man. He's a funny dude. He's the kind of guy, if I saw him on the street, I'd just laugh at him, because he's just hilarious to look at. He's hilarious. His voice, his facial expression, he's just a funny guy. And I'm really happy for him, because it's a stepping stone, because the last movie he did was what, Green Lantern, and that, I haven't seen it, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to watch this. But everyone said it just sucked big time. And before that was, like, the last movie I saw of Ryan Reynolds was probably like, Van Wilder, or Blade Trinity. But it was pretty amazing. I love the way that Deadpool in the movie does not shut up for one split second. He just talks and talks, and totally takes the piss out of. He takes the piss, and he embarrasses everyone, from DC Comics to Marvel to the Avengers, to the Green Lantern, to Ryan Reynolds. He takes a shot at everyone, because that's what he's like. It has a lot of sexual dialogue in there, which is hilariously funny, which I totally enjoyed. The references were amazing, and there's so many Easter eggs in that movie. It's totally amazing. From what Ryan Reynolds said, he said there's over like 100 Easter eggs in that movie to keep you guys going. And just so you guys know, when the movie finishes, there are 2 cutscenes, so please stay after the credits. At least Fox did one cool thing, which was, kept it in the same universe. And saying that, also, seeing Colossus in there, I mean, he was totally amazing. They got Colossus so right, from his body language to his height to his voice, finally a Russian voice, to to his persona and to his looks. The suit looked amazing. The suit that he had looked amazing on him. It was so cool. I mean, they got him 100% right. They got him right to the bone. In regards to the comics, the way his physique and his bone structures and his muscle mass was like identical to the comics. It just makes me think, right, from seeing this dope, this amazingly dope movie from Fox, right? They could have easily done this with Wolverine, but they did not. They didn't, and it's just a waste. They could have made Wolverine such a cool movie, but they didn't. Same with the upcoming movie, which is X-Men: Days of Future Past. No, sorry, Age of Apocalypse. Even though the movie's not out, the X-Men movies have sucked for me big time. The last good X-Men movie I watched was First Class. But it just makes you think, if when you have the right creative team and you give them the freedom of expression to do what they want to do, they basically produce gold, you know, platinum, and that's what they did with this movie. It was just, I had fun. I actually burst out in laughter in this movie, which I have never ever done in any movie like this. It was amazing, man. I had so much fun watching that movie. I literally have to watch it again to catch all the catchphrases and so forth. And I would be definitely buying the soundtrack to the movie. I would definitely be buying the DVD when it comes out, because the DVD will be uncut. And yeah, I just had fun, man. You know, when you actually go to watch a movie and you actually have fun watching it, it's really amazing, and it kind of makes me just think of myself, you know, of people. Because when I say, like, for example, people say, you know, I'm doing this and I failed so many times and I still can't get it right. I mean, I just thought back to this Deadpool movie with someone, with Ryan Reynolds, and the studio, you know, where he waited 10 years for this movie to be done, and he, in an interview, he was like, he goes, I can't believe it's actually been done. We've got the green light to do it, and we've done it. So it just makes you think that regardless of time restrictions and so forth, as long as you keep sticking to your goal, regardless of your creed, your race, your religion, what people say to you, how much people try to put you down, put your head up and just continue working, working on your craft, and it will manifest down the line. And you know, when you're doing that, you attract people, and people will come within your circle and they'll help you out. You know, it's even better if you have, for example, when down the line, if you're with someone, like if you have someone, a girlfriend, or if you're a girl and you have a boyfriend that's serious about what you're doing and they help you out, you know, it makes it even more fun because you have support. But it's a journey, so it's what I say to everyone: it's a journey. Everybody wants to, you know, so everyone wants to go to Matt D's and you know, get that quick rush, you know, of that quick rush of food, but no one wants to go home and take time to buy the foods and the books to have the ingredients to cook the meal. You know, it takes time to cook a meal. What I'm trying to say is have time, have patience, and do what you want to do, what you love, what your heart and your mind want to do. And don't get restricted by time. Time doesn't exist. If you say, I'm going to do this time, you've put time and distance between what you wish to express and what you wish to manifest. So take time out of it and just be in the moment. You know, you claim it now and say, I'm not going to become that. I am that. And when you say I am that, you've claimed it right now in the isness of being, which is there is no time, there is no present or future, there's only now. Sorry, that's metaphysics 101 for you guys, because I love metaphysics. But you're claiming it now, which means your thoughts change and you get put in environment, situations of where these things manifest and start to attract to yourself. So keep on pushing, guys, in whatever you wish to do. If you're a comic illustrator, to an artist, to a movie star, to if you're someone that passion is collecting stamps, collect stamps. You know, do what you love, be who you are, and don't do. Just be. You know, relax and have fun with your life. You know, make mistakes. You can't grow without mistakes. You know, you gain experience and you grow mentally, spiritually, and physically. So have fun, and that's what came to me when I was watching Deadpool. But like Ryan Reynolds said in the movie, it's a love story, and it actually is, and it's so smart. The marketing for this, they've actually put this movie just for Valentine's Day. It's pretty smart and it's a pretty cool idea, because when you watch the movie, it is actually, you know, like he says in the interview, it's a love story, which it is, but it has so much more to it. It's just a totally insane. When I mean the movie's insane, like it was like watching an episode of Freakazoid. It does nothing make sense. But I just loved, I loved the movie. Um, Everything was done perfectly. You know, it's a movie that I guess they couldn't mess up because it was in the waiting for such a long time. But you know, I just loved it. I loved you saw Colossus a lot of times in the movie. It wasn't just, for example, just like one cameo. He was there for a bit in the movie. The other girl, I totally forgot her name. The one with Colossus, totally forgot her name. But she was amazing. Like, she was so cool. She was so hip. You know, she was funny, humorous, and she just kicked ass, man. She was pretty cool. Um, Another sick thing about the movie was 95% of the movie was probably what was acting. 5% of it was 5% was, let's say, CGI and effects. So it had more acting than anything else, which is pretty cool because with Deadpool, apart from his healing factor, he's a ex special forces guy. So he's equipped to do what he needs to do to blow your brains out. He can do that. So that gave them more leverage in the movie. But like I said, there was less special effects, more acting, which is what I like in the movie. The fight scenes were bloody, they were violent, but the way the fights were choreographed, it was amazing. It was like watching the elevator scene, or the elevator scene in The Winter Soldier, and the setting, or when Bucky and Cap fight out on the streets. The fight scenes were so choreographed so well. It was just dope. It was like watching, I guess, a fight scene from Jason Bourne. It was just done so well, and just hearing what Ryan Reynolds said today about having a low budget movie, they did all of that and it still destroyed it. The movie was estimated to make what, let's say 65 mil, 50 mil. It opened up in the UK on the 10th, on Europe, so it made 10 to 12 mil. It's now made 260 mil, right, guys, within the space of 3 days. 260 mil within 3 days. So it's easily, I will say, it hasn't been a month now, right? I will say it clears about 400 mil. And I reckon it's going to do more money than, let's say, Man of Steel 2 when that comes out. DC for me are in trouble now again because Fox now have stepped up with this movie and have actually pushed things forward. Before it was Marvel and DC, but now it's Fox. But then because obviously it's a Marvel, Fox owned the rights to Deadpool, and it's a Marvel character. It's like Marvel win in a way, I guess, because it's still a Marvel character, but it's the rights are owned by Fox. So I guess DC are playing catch up again. Suicide Squad looks dark, but I know it's not gonna be no Deadpool movie. But what can I say about the movie? The dialogue was so cool. I like the interactions with all the other characters, even the villains. It was pretty cool to see the dialogue. Wade, when you see Wade before he becomes Deadpool. I kid you not, the movie from beginning to end is action packed with action, humor, sex, violence. It's like it's like a roller coaster ride. There is not one part of the movie where you get bored. Not one part of the movie where you get bored. It was insane, and like I said, I've had so much fun watching this movie. I will be watching it again, and it's made me actually more of a Deadpool fan because like the way Deadpool is, the way he talks, his personality is actually the way I am. So I'm nuts like that. I'll be in a conversation and I'll be having a conversation with someone. Someone will be talking. Yeah. So how's your you're at work, right? So what's going on? And I'll be like, oh man. I'll be like, that girl wants me, right? So you're like, what? So I like to be random. I like to have fun. I like to be spontaneous. So when I see that movie, I see myself. So yeah, I keep saying it, but I had so much fun. What else? What else? I know there's a few things that I've missed out. Yeah. What I was gonna say, it was gory to some extent. You saw blood. There was some scenes where you couldn't even look at. I was like, whoa, man. But it was so hilarious to watch. I'm so happy I'm around at this time where this movie was actually made. Because I'm so happy to be I guess around here. Just for you guys out there, I'm actually trying. Here we go. If you guys want to know the Deadpool origins, right? then you can please read. Here we go. Here we go. I got it right now. So it's Deadpool. It says Marvel Annual starring Deadpool and Death, and it's the annual from 1998, and that actually has the origin story of AJ, who's in AJ, who's has AJ, and this the it has the whole origin story of Deadpool, because the Deadpool origin story has been flipped around and put in so many books. It was only to a friend of mine, a friend of mine told me about it, and I was like, okay, cool. So I got the Marvel Unlimited app, and I'm not a fan of digital comics because it hurts my eyes when I read on the screen. But some of the comics I can't afford, so I'm reading it offline on the digital, and then I'm gonna just cancel my subscription. But that's actually the book, guys, that you can actually pick up and read to get yourself introduced into this character. Deadpool's suit was amazing, from the color to the tone. The mask was pretty cool because the eyes do move when he actually speaks, which is pretty it's pretty amazing. The guns he has are pretty cool. It's just like I can't express even more. I keep repeating myself, but it was just totally cool. The persona of Deadpool, they got 100% right. The way he acts, the way he talks, like I said, it's like he's in, you're reading a Deadpool comic book. So if you're a Deadpool fan, you'd love the movie. If you know about Deadpool and you know what he's like, you'd love the movie. If you've never seen or read a Deadpool comic, you'd love the movie. If you like films like insanely nuts and crazy, then it's basically a book for you. It's so cool, man. I really hope that Fox do another movie like this, because this is, for me, the only Fox movie that I've actually enjoyed. And I've enjoyed this movie like I was watching a Marvel Studios movie, which I thought, But when the movie was announced and I saw what was happening with the trailer, I thought, you know what, this movie's going to be sickly insane. And what's also cool about the movie is they don't show you too much in the trailers, because you get like a few snippets of him talking and a few fight scenes. But I kid you not, they hardly showed anything in the trailers, and you'll actually see that when you see the movie. You're like, whoa, they kept the way they did the trailers, the marketing for this movie, they kept it they kept it to the point of where they didn't reveal anything. So if you think you've seen a lot in the trailer and you think, yeah, this is uncut, this is not it's not uncut, this isn't raw, watch the movie. I kid you not, it is dope. And of course, Stanley's cameo was amazing. It was hilariously, spontaneously. I didn't expect it to be there, but in that particular scene, but it was pretty cool. What can I say, man? It was cool. I guess this podcast would have been longer if I had someone to do it with me, which I don't. But I had to do this review of Deadpool because it's cool, and Deadpool's my guy, man. I'm actually gonna be also buying the Deadpool official mask, when it does come out, and be buying the Deadpool's Hot Toys, which is gonna retail, I guess, around £200, £200. But no, gladfully buy it. And saying that, guys, May the 15th officially is the release date for the Hulkbuster from Age of Ultron. 55 centimeters long, 6 arc reactors. Oh, I can't wait to get this beast in my house. And when I get it, I'll be Instagramming the fuck out of it. The fuck out of this thing. Get me? I will be Instagramming the fuck out of it. I cannot wait. Sorry for the cursing, but sometimes I have to unleash my Deadpool. Sorry, but I am so gassed to get this figurine. I can't wait. It's humongous. You're gonna see my Instagram like, whoa. My Facebook like, whoa. Videos like, whoa. But yeah, it's my first Hot Toys. My next Hot Toys, it will be the Black Panther from Civil War, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man from Civil War, and Deadpool. So yes, so guys, again, thank you so much for your love and support as always. I promise things will get much better for this podcast once I get my camera, and I cannot wait. I've got so many things in the pipeline that are coming together, and when they do, it's going to be totally cool. With that being said, peace, love, and light to everyone out there on the whole planet, regardless of your creed, race, religion, weight size, or whatever, man. Thank you for so much love and support, and whatever you wish to manifest, take your chance, break the rules, be like Deadpool. Doesn't give a fuck, doesn't care. will do anything and say anything to get what he wants. That's what you gotta do. Be militant, be funny, be spontaneous, inject your personality, your soul's expression into what you do, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you articulate things, the way you think, the way you are is who you be. Put that into everything you do, and you will see one thing. You will definitely see. You will see the people that vibrate to you. You see how you will affect certain situations, and you will see the people that do not like you and do not want to help you, or just want to shut you down because they hate, because they see something that they can't see within themselves. And then that's when you separate the good from the bad, from the ugly, and that's who you know who your friends are as well. So again, Deadpool out of 10, you know, it's a no-brainer for me. I give it a 10 out of 10 because it had everything that I wanted in the movie. So it was totally amazing. The best superhero solo movie that I've seen so far, and that's because they got this character to the T to the they got T to the bone, and I can relate to Deadpool because I see that aspect of Deadpool within myself. So so yeah, yeah, guys. With that being said, peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys next week with another podcast. If you guys want to, I don't know, hit me up if you want to be a guest on the show. If you got questions, that you want me to ask, or you want me to speak about anything, please, you can Instagram me at 2BritishNerds with a Z. You can hit us up on the email 2BritishNerds@gmail.com. Is that right? 2BritishNerds at gmail. 2BritishNerds with a Z at gmail.com. You can tweet me at CAVADJ, and just let me know who you are, or whatever you want. And I'm always on Twitter. I'll get back to you ASAP. If I don't, it's because I'm at work. I don't like work, but I have to work to pay the bills and do podcasts. So yeah. And of course, if you have an iDevice, if you have an iPhone, you have an iMessage, if you have any social media sites that works with the iPhone, for example, like WhatsApp, please hit me up on, I don't know what the area code would be for you guys, but I'll give you my English number, UK number, 077-1466-0829. That's 077-1466-0829. Hit me up with your feedback. If it's good, if it's bad, I don't give two shits of a fuck. I'm keeping this podcast now against Raw because you know why? I've just realized that a certificate I took the restrictions off a long time ago, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So you're crazy makes my crazy. So I guess I'll inject more of myself into this podcast. I guess I was holding back for a while. But yeah, that being said, guys, peace, love, and light. And if you want, like I said, you got my details. You have my Instagram, my phone number. If you guys want to talk, feel free to talk, man. Feel free to talk. With that being said, peace, love, and I'm out. Bye.